This week's Psycho Sunday episode is about making sure that you secure your own bag. Now, what do I mean by this? A lot of us seem to think that the market cares about what is going on in our lives. Why is it that when we're in a trade and we're winning, right? We get greedy and we think 2R, 3R, it's not enough. 2R, 3R is not enough. Why is it that we suddenly fall into thinking about trading on a one trade basis? Why are we now thinking on a trade by trade basis instead of thinking about a series of trades? Because for a lot of us, if we have a 1 to 3 risk to reward on average with a 50% win rate, we're laughing to the bank. Absolutely laughing, crying to the bank. But for some reason, when we're inside of the trade and we hit 1 to 3, right? We want 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Bro, you have responsibilities. You're trying to pass this prop firm challenge for a reason. You have things you want to get done. You've done all the grind, you've done all the work. It's time for it to reap. It's time for you to reap what you've been sowing for the past couple months, some of us years. And the only way you can do that is if you secure your bag. Take your profits. Nobody else is going to come along and close the trade for you. Nobody else is going to come along and take a partial for you. You need to be taking profits. Secure your bag. Why is it so hard for us to understand? The market doesn't care that you have rent due. The market doesn't care that you have kids to take care of. The market doesn't care that you have your family to take care of. The market just doesn't care. It's not responsible for that. The market's going to do what it's going to do, and it's always going to be correct. What your job is as a trader is to be able to analyze and ride the wave of what it's going to do. And be able to manage that trade once you actually do get on the right side of institutional sponsorship. And that's a very, very important thing. I'll give you an example. You guys are going to see the Funny documentary episode when it comes out, but this week was my first profitable week whilst taking prop firm challenges. And I started the week off in drawdown and now up on the account. Now, what does that say to me? You know, if you've been following from last week, I decided that I was going to take more profits at lower profit targets and leave less to run for higher profit targets. And this is the result, the first profitable week that we've had since we've been trying to pass our prop firm challenges. Which inspired me to make this video. If you don't secure your bag, nobody's going to do it for you. If you don't pass that challenge, nobody's going to do it for you. When you're up in a trade, secure your profits. Take a lot of it off of the table. Take a lot of it off the table. Because you can never go wrong with what? You can never go wrong with taking profits. You can never go wrong with taking money off of the table and putting it in your pocket. You can never go wrong. But you can go wrong with allowing fear and greed to seep in. And that's what the market is about. That's what the market is designed to do. In fact, I'll tell you a story that was told to me this week. And I want you to listen to it attentively because this is exactly how the market maker came to even be. There was, if for any of you that are familiar with the Rothschild family, they've been around for, centuries. They've been building their empire. Now, at the end of the war in France, right? A lot of the European countries were involved. Britain was involved, and all these things. At the end of the war, somebody came to whisper in one of the Rothschilds' ears and said, Britain's won the war, right? Now, if Britain's won the war, then prices should go back up, right? Because, there's no more fear around wanting to get rid of your assets, because they are going to be around and they are going to be worth something. And you're going to have commerce and trade. Now, he hears Britain's won the war. And instead of buying immediately and pushing up all the prices, as someone who has deep channels of wealth to be able to do so, that particular Rothschild, what does he do? He starts selling, dumping. Why? To push the prices down, because then everybody else starts panic selling. And then what does he do? He goes and accumulates all of those sold items at pennies on the dollar after having crashed the price himself. And then when the dust settles and the news arrives that Britain actually won and prices start to go up, what happens? He's got all the assets. Now tell me, isn't that not the same as when you're trying to go long and the market's just in a bearish profile, and then all of a sudden accumulation happens, and then now we're going long? But then if you go long, you have to pay a premium. You have to pay a higher price than that which you would have paid at the bottom. Is that not the same? That's exactly how the market maker profile came to be. So you need to understand that this is exactly what the market is designed to do. It's designed to make you fearful. It's designed to make you greedy. But don't fall into the trap. Secure your profits. Secure them effortlessly. Because nobody else is going to take care of your responsibilities.